And then I heard, fire in the hole. Fire in the hole. Oh, hey, girl, hey. They won't let me hear the end of this. This chocolate long john. Whoa, what is this? Ooh, Lena Petey Poo. Mama. Okay. I got something like super important to talk about that I don't think is like talked about enough, especially like nowadays. And I never thought it was like a super big like problem until I like met this guy I work with. So this guy I work with, his name's David. I don't think it was like the household he was brought up in necessarily. Maybe it was like the setup, but it wasn't like he wasn't like raised in like a, you know, an abusive home, or at least as far as I know, or maybe he did. I'm kind of having some other thoughts. Fucking burning up like a flamer, like a flaming David. I am burning up like a flaming David right now. Anyway. Okay, when I first started working there, I was like, holy shit, this guy is putting on this hilarious fucking character, dude. It's hilarious. So yeah, this guy was like putting on this fucking character that was unmatched. It was unmatchable. And, I was like, this guy's good. He needs a TV show. I thought this guy needs a fucking show. A YouTube show. A channel. This guy needed his own fucking, like, you know, platform. So people could be like, whoa, that guy's nuts. That guy's hilarious. Who is that character? Who's that goofy character? Whoa! That's David. That's just him. After a while, I was like, this is getting kind of fucked up. This guy never shuts it off. Maybe he's just got, you know, Adran level ADHD. Because all these people, they would pick on him. It's almost like they were picking on him. And this was their friend. I was like, this is your friend. And so I'd say stuff like, hey, dude, don't fuck with David. Hey, bro, don't fuck with David. That's my boy. And I was totally joking when I said that to these guys. You guys are black and they'd probably kick my ass or shoot me. Never shut this character down, and I used to get upset, like, oh man, these guys are kind of fucking with him, and he's like, I can tell he's like kind of, he's not taking it right. He's not taking it well. Be like, you know, 15-20% of the time, like something like that would be going on. Like they'd all be kind of like ganging up on him in the break room at the end of the day, you know. And I'd feel kind of bad. And then he'd say some shit like, oh, hey, girl, hey. Which would be perfectly fine if David was like, Yas, queen. Like, oh, God. Where's my pumps? I'm gonna go to Bubby's and Sissy's later and suck some cocks. That'd be fine if David was like that. If David said that. But David says, what are you talking about? I'm not gay. Oh, you're gay. Gay. David, okay, my entire life, I'm not trying to be funny, I'm not trying to brag, I've had the world's greatest gaydar that I've ever like witnessed. I know some people are like, oh, my gaydar's going off on that one. People don't really know what gay is. That was my favorite word when I was fucking 12. I studied gay, okay? I have a degree in gay. I know every meaning of that word. I invented gay, okay? I know what gay is. My gaydar is perfect. Bitches. He was raised by his mom and his sister while his dad contemplated suicide, and when he wasn't doing that, he was working at a factory job that required him to rotate 3 shifts probably just completely avoided his son. Because there is no fucking way. Went to private school, didn't have a dad. Well, had a dad, but his dad definitely was not there. He couldn't have been. He couldn't have been. His dad is a fucking ghost if he was there. Okay? Or he's a vegetable. His dad's a vegetable, and I know he's not. His dad can't be a super masculine guy because he wouldn't fucking stand for it. And his dad can't be the same guy as him because that would not work. That's like against fucking natural selection principles. That's against the Pythagorean theorem. That's against field theory. That goes against all fucking life code and universal law. That defies universal law, okay? When David is just like his dad. There's no way that can exist again. He's got this fiance, and she's a big girl, which I think is cool, dude. If you're like a skinny dude, or you're like a smaller dude, and you like bigger girls, that's awesome, dude. Because that's like I mean, you have like the pool, the sea of giant pussy that you have like to choose from is outstanding. It's just crazy. I mean, dude, you're set, man. Like, and it's not, I don't know. It's cool. It's cool. You're helping everybody else. It's like fucking recycling, dude. But David claims to be straight. My gaydar has been, at first I thought it was his like a little act he did, but he just talks like that all day. Hey girl, hey. And then he's like literally that's his favorite fucking word is that, and everything is like either a sexual remark or a gay joke or something he didn't mean to say. And this is where I feel bad. I feel bad for him right now until I remember what the kind of fucking shit he said to me today. Oh my god. Anyway, there's a problem here, okay? He went to private school his entire fucking life. This guy went to private school growing up. So he just had he's got one little sister. His dad was just fucking like in outer space. So his mom just had to raise him, which, dude, there's plenty of kids that get raised by their mom. His mom just didn't give a fuck. She dressed him up in fucking tutus. I guarantee that he had to be the princess while his sister was the witch. And she, would, if you're into psychology, please comment below and help me understand what's going on through David, like what's going on in David's head. So it's either because he grew up in this private school that was K through 12 and had probably 100 people in it, and they didn't teach them about sex. They taught them that Santa wasn't real, that Santa spells Satan. They don't teach you about that sex is a thing. So his entire life he grew up not even knowing that porn existed or that his dick did anything other than took a piss, and didn't know how babies were fucking made until he was an adult. Is just an anomaly. He needs to be studied. Okay, this guy. I will do my best, guys. I can only keep so close of an eye on David. Today was a circumstance where it was easier because he was right behind me the entire time. And then I heard fire in the hole. Fire in the hole. Blah, blah. This kid did not know what porn was until he was an adult and worked at a fucking pizza place in the city of St. Louis. You're going to work and drive in the city of St. Louis and drive to St. Louis every day and not know what porn is. Okay? That's dangerous. You're gonna get fucking mugged and butt raped out in St. Louis and East St. Louis if you don't know what sex is. Okay? Whoa, what is this? Ooh, weena peedy poo. Ooh. Anyway, you're gonna have to like know what that shit's about before you go to work in the fucking city at a dive pizza bar where people are probably coming in there and fucking robbing you for pizzas. Anyway, the guy started working there, and then everybody up there was like, holy fuck, look at this. It's like those kids that got locked in that house for like, you know, their entire lives, and they don't know how to talk, or like, they're like, we don't know the world is the way, what, the way this? And they don't know how to take care of themselves. He's almost that level, but it's more of like just a mental development. Didn't make it there. Just basic fundamental building blocks of growing up. Like, knowing other kids, developing relationships, having enemies, okay, having a bully figure, or a big brother, or being a big brother, or all of those things, you know. And like, he was a big brother, but I guarantee you his sister kicked his ass, and still would. And I don't know. And then he's just a fucking anomaly. Alright guys, here to finish up the David story. A girl that I work with, has worked with David for a long time, she was like, hey, tomorrow I'm gonna bring in donuts. And everybody was like, okay, yeah. Everybody, glaze. Unanimous glaze decision. Just a regular, like, dozen glazed donuts, 2 dozen glazed donuts kind of thing. And David, after everybody, you know, kind of, yeah, donuts, blah. They all walk away, they probably clock out, go home, live their regular lives. David says, hey, Michelle, come here. Will you get me a cream-filled chocolate Long John? He said, don't tell the boys. He knows. He's got some sense of like, fuck, I really want a chocolate Long John right now, but... Is he in denial? There's these internal tidal forces tearing David apart. Like, man, I'm this fucking, I'm a man, I'm a guy. I like pussy. I like big fat girl pussy. Big girls. Like big, like unhealthy big girls. Pussy. And Michelle, stop. Those glazed donuts. With a hole in them? I don't want anything with a hole in it. Michelle, will you give me one of those cream-filled chocolate Long Johns? Don't tell the boys, please. He said, please, like he was saying, like begging her, like, please, they'll fucking make fun of me. But they won't let me hear the end of this chocolate Long John. David wanted a chocolate Long John his entire life, and just didn't know what being gay was because nobody fucking called him gay. Okay. It's just not how it worked. Nobody called him gay. So he thought that's... Everybody liked chocolate Long Johns, right? Why isn't anybody else picking chocolate Long Johns? And how come nobody else is talking like me? And, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's like when you like look at a bug. And you're like, man, I just stepped on that worm on the side of the road. I stepped on that bug. I feel kind of bad, man. Well, that bug was probably just gonna go home to his bug. No, the bug didn't have a bug's life. It was a fucking bug, and you know, that's when I kind of start feeling bad. I kind of start, you know, feeling like sad, you know, that these people are mean to David. But he's like, he says this kind of shit. He's like, literally, I'm not making any of this up or exaggerating any of this. His voice, anything, nothing's being exaggerated here. I'm spot on. Okay, if anything, I'm holding back just because of my throat. But David said, no, I like talking crap with boys. With the boys, okay? That's something from Brokeback Mountain. I don't know. It's just none of this is making sense. He missed out on these fundamental building blocks that you develop whenever you go through public school, or you have like a bully in your life, or like nobody called him a faggot or like said like, dude, don't talk like that. That's gay, bro. Nobody said that. Nobody even knew what gay was up there, man. They didn't even know that their dick worked. Okay? They didn't even teach them that much. And the kids didn't even talk about it, apparently. Apparently, if they did, David didn't want to hear anything about it. David said, that gives me a funny feeling, a tingly feeling, when I think about penises. Those things dangling down from the boys? From the boys? Oh, I'm just playing with the boys. It's kind of shit he says, dude. I don't know. Kind of being repetitive here, but my thing is, I'm just trying to get to the bottom of this. Where did this problem probably occur? Is it an accumulation of all of the above? And then, is it fixable? He claims he has lost his virginity. Well, that's what one of the other guys was like. Literally, I was talking to him about on the way out. He said that he claims that anyway, but he said you and I both know that every guy acts different after that happens. I was like, yeah, but if it doesn't happen until you're 30, this, and this, because this is just like, and how all these things connect. We need one of those. We need a homograph. That's what I'm gonna call it from now on. Where you connect all the things together to see what made him, not what made him homo, man. Maybe he was born homo. I don't know. I believe that's a thing. I believe people are born gay, man. They don't fuck with David. Nah, I'm just playing, man. No, but yeah. So he's just like he's a fucking like monster, and like I said, I feel like kind of bad sometimes. It's just like, ugh, the tidal force. He creates a tidal force in me, man. This inability to solve the problem because it's not. It doesn't even realize that it is the problem. And oh, this lady's yelling. Yeah! You guys want to go yell at a crackhead? You guys want to go yell at a crackhead in green overalls?